Go ahead.
What, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Sorry. What kind of magic? One dream, one soul, one prize, one goal, one goal.
No, I'm just kidding. No, sorry. I'm just having a little fun with you guys. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the laugh, Jen. Welcome to Fizz Fridays, everybody. You've made it through the week. It's the weekend. Huzzah! Congratulations for surviving, first of all. Hopefully, you didn't do any murders. If you did, shh, I won't tell. No. It's Fizz Friday, so we're going to do the Fizz, and in a couple minutes, we're going to have a very special guest, super, super cool individual join us. Hopefully, knock on wood. Not. Monty, my dog, is just sort of like, what? No. Anyway, Fizz Fridays, let's just get. I'm not going to waste any time because you know what? It's been a week. Okay, it's been a long week. It's been a busy week, but it's been an awesome, awesome week. Getting to be out there in the industry, talking to bars and restaurants, making stuff happen for them, helping them out wherever I can, has actually felt really, really good. But you know what? It's 6 o'clock on a Friday, and I'm thirsty. So, I'm going to grab my 27 and a half ice cubes. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. I've got my Di Serono. And John, if you jump on, this is actually your bottle. I'll give it to you on Sunday. I know he's not on yet, but he's probably working on his cocktail. So, for those who don't know, John Coe, fabulous bartender in Toronto. He's in a competition called Made with Love. I'm sure most of you know it. He's presenting his final cocktail on Sunday night using, as his spirit, the beautiful Tia Maria cold brew coffee liqueur. But I got a bottle of Di Serono for him just because. Di Serono, Spain. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining us on Fizz Fridays. I've got my Di Serono right here. I've got my lemon juice right here. I've got my sparkling water. Hey, Andy, how you doing? Thanks for hopping on. All right. And fizzy water. And we have our Di Serono Fizz. Don't forget, 27 and a half ice cubes. 27, not enough. 28 makes the drink too watery. Oh, yeah. That's tasty stuff. Super simple to make. You saw me do it. It took about 11 seconds. Not that I was timing myself. Stop the stopwatch. No, I'm just kidding. Super, super simple cocktail to make. So as I mentioned, we are waiting for our guest of honor. He's a great guy, very dear friend of mine. Works out west in BC and Alberta. He is the brand ambassador for Flor De Cana Rum. So I'm going to sort of stall and drink a fizz and talk to you guys a little bit. So much knowledge. Yes. I forget the important stuff though, John. You know, I know all the useless things, but so which is great when you're watching Jeopardy, but not so much when you're trying to actually like function as an adult. So refreshing. Now, normally you see me with my soda stream, and you've seen me do episodes of this where I use the Masticua Limonada. Today I'm just using the plain Masticua water. So this is a Mastica flavored sparkling water. Just to give you guys a quick recap, Mastica is the resin. It's a kind of tree that grows on the island of Helios in Greece. You're not the smarter sibling. You're the shorter sibling. Anyway, it's the original chewing gum. So you think about like pine trees, they get that sticky resin on the outside. It's kind of like that. They make a chewing gum out of it. They make soaps and candles and whatnot. They actually also make a liqueur. There's a few different brands. There's one in the LCBO called Skinos Mastica. You've heard me talk about it before. I think pine and basil and black licorice and some other really cool funky flavors, but it's absolutely delicious. This stuff is great. They've got a lemonade version, but super refreshing. But you know what? It's even better with some Di Serono and lemon juice in it. All right. And when you're not drinking that, you could be drinking Di Serono Velvet. No, I'm just teasing. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about this. Again, I'm just sort of stalling while I wait for Chris. I know Chris is busy. He said he was actually going to be joining us from his car. So if you joined me last week, I talked about Di Serono Velvet. It's not just Di Serono and cream. It is a Di Serono based or inspired cream liqueur, but it's absolutely fantastic. Andy, think a proper malted vanilla milkshake like across the street at Apache Burger. So good. And I'm not a cream liqueur guy, but this stuff is absolutely fantastic. Just a quick little tease for some people. Jen, I promise I will get out to you and get you a sample. I promise you. It'll be this week, I swear. Don't know what day yet, but you'll get it this week. All right. So I don't know if Chris is going to make it. I don't know. We'll see. If he does, great. But we're going to talk about rum anyway, and then he can correct me when he comes on. So, rum. Like most spirits, there are regulations and categories and defining characteristics, like Scotch. Scotch has to be completely produced in Scotland. It has to be fermented, distilled, aged, etc. in Scotland. Bourbon has to be 51% corn. It has to be aged in a virgin oak barrel. It has to be distilled between certain alcohol percentages. Champagne has to come from the province of Champagne in France. Tequila has to come from certain provinces in Mexico. Rum can do whatever the hell you want. Doesn't matter. Most rum is made from, I know I shouldn't be touching my face, I'm sorry. Most rum is actually made from molasses, which is a byproduct of processing cane into sugar. Take molasses, ferment it, distill it, and boom, you've got it. Hey, Chris is joining us. Awesome. All right, Chris, just ask to be part of the conversation, and we'll hop you in here. No. Okay. So, while we wait for Chris to figure that out, please don't be driving while you're doing this. I know you said you were going to be in your car. Oh, there we go. I have a request. You go live with Mosey Rum. So, everybody, 3, 2, 1, split screen. No? Okay. There we go. Split screen. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Can't hear you, mate.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was waiting for the Zoom link for the last 5 minutes.
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, like I look like I'm like a grandma. I'm like, hello, can you hear me? Just like point to the ceiling.
Sorry, dude. My bad. My bad. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Good to see you, buddy. Happy Fizz Friday.
Oh yeah, man. Cheers to that. Woo-hoo.
There you go. So I was talking about, my Di Serono Fizz, and I was just starting to get into talking about rum, and that's beautiful rum right here. So for those of you who don't know, Chris Mosey is our Western Canada brand ambassador for Flor De Cana Rum. So, Chris, tell all of these lovely people about this. And I know my dad was going to join, but he hasn't. So just a little segue for you. My dad is Irish. He's been a lifelong single malt Scotch and bourbon drinker. I gave him a taste of this last week. He's like, I don't like rum. I'm like, no, Dad, that's just because you haven't had good rum. I gave him a sip of this neat, and he took a sip, and he's like, wait, this is rum? I guess I like rum. And he has gone out and bought a bottle of the 12, and he's got the 18 on order.
Good man, good man.
So there you go.
I think rum's one of those categories, it's made everywhere. It's made as far north as Iceland and as far south as New Zealand. Like, there's no rules with rum. And a lot of people look down on rum because it's got no rules. But for me, it's a massive opportunity for creativity. And you see some incredible rums coming out there. So people who say that they don't like rum, they haven't tried the right rum for them.
There you go.
That's basically how it goes. If you don't like sweet rums, there are drier rums out there. If you like spicier rums, there's spice rums coming out the wazoo. You know what I mean? There's something for everybody. There's something for every taste bud. And that's why it's such a phenomenon right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So talk a little bit about Flor De Cana. Where is it made? What's it got going on? Especially this beautiful 12-year-old, So for those here in Ontario, $42 at the LCBO. But tell us a little bit more about Flor De Cana specifically.
Flor De Cana is they've got a lot going for them. Where do you start, right? We're 130 years old this year. We're celebrating that with 5th generation family-owned business, which is, for me as an employee, is so important. Like, it's not some oligarch sitting at the top of the ivory tower counting money. It's a family business, and I love that about Flor De Cana. When you meet these guys, it's in their blood. We're based in Nicaragua at the base of the largest, most active volcano in Nicaragua, the San Cristobal. Now, everything we do is around that volcano. We are single estates. We grow all of our sugarcane around there. We cultivate it, we process it, we distill it, and we age it all around this volcano. And you might think that's a pretty wacky place to put an extremely flammable building. You know what I mean? Next to an active volcano.
Yeah.
And you'd be absolutely correct in thinking that the distillery has burnt down twice in the last 45 years.
Wow.
So, but they keep building it there. They keep building it there, and it all comes back to the volcano. They're not crazy, right? There's a lot that volcano gives, and one of the main things it gives is ash. We get a constant plume of ash just coming and falling on our fields. Ash is full of nitrates. It's really good for the crop, and that gives us a bumper crop. It doesn't affect taste right there and then.
Okay.
But if you can grow a lot of sugarcane, you can make a lot of rum. And if you can make a lot of rum, you can blend a lot of rum. That's why we're able to make such a beautiful, consistent product with the 12-year without adding any colors, any artificial flavors, any sugars, any accelerants. We don't add anything. And that's something that other rum companies can only dream of right now.
Okay.
And the only reason we're able to achieve that is because we can blend.
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay, so I know that when you drink a single malt and it says, like Lagavulin 16, that's the youngest spirit in the bottle. You say this is a blend. Is it the youngest? Is it the oldest? Is it just a blend of different 12 years? How does that work out?
Glad you asked. Right, so we've been very open by the fact that we don't actually put 12 years old. Like I said before, it would be impossible, absolutely impossible for us to put just 12-year on that bottle, 12-year, 12-year, 12-year every single year.
Right.
It wouldn't be consistent. The only way that we would be able to make that consistent is by breaking our cardinal rule and adding sugar, adding colours, adding stuff to the rum. We don't want to do that. So what we do is we have a 12-year expression, right? It's where we take just slightly younger rums and older rums and blend them together, make what we would call a 12-year.
Okay.
So the youngest rum you're going to find in that 12 is 10 years old, and the oldest rum you're going to find in there is 15.
Okay.
So there is a specific gap that we aim for, but you won't find anything younger than 10 years in that bottle.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. All right, I'm going in. Just got myself a little glass here.
Get it.
Oh.
Go get it, man. How delicious that.
It's
See,
good,
this is the
clean.
problem, man. This is the problem with you being in Toronto. Like, I can't drink with you. I'm still on the clock. I've got 2 more hours left, right? It's nuts.
Dude, I've been putting in 12-hour days, and I know I'm not done yet. So hey, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm just sitting on my laptop. So, it is what it is. But this is delicious. It's got tons of flavor. It's got a good, clean finish. But
Do you know what? I'm hoping you pick up here, Aaron. Do you get that sweetness in the beginning?
Yeah.
You get that sweetness, yeah? Now, like I said before, we don't distill. We don't add any sugars. But what we do is distill to an outrageous percentage. So we column distill 5 times to 96.7%.
Okay.
Right? And at that point, all sugar is trace. Like, in fact, we are known as a 0 sugar rum at that point. To put that number into context for you, for all like the nerdy guys out there who are watching, nerdy guys and gals, 95.5% is what you have to distill to be a vodka. So when we distill to 96.7, it's overkill. So all of that sweetness that you just tasted there, Aaron, that's all from our barrels and nothing else.
Oh, wow.
Right? We just use ex-American bourbon barrels. That's it. Right? No sugars, no nothing. And if you taste on the back end, you feel how dry that is.
Oh, yeah,
There is
very.
no lingering sweetness.
No, none whatsoever.
It's a very unique rum. It's a super unique rum. It's got all the sweetness in the beginning,
Yep.
and then it's bone dry.
Oh, yeah. My mouth, it's like I just went to the dentist and got it all sucked out. Absolutely fantastic rum. Absolutely fantastic rum. Iris, thanks for joining. And to everybody else that joined while Chris was talking. So, Chris and everybody, thanks for coming on, guys. So, again, we've got Chris Mosey, brand ambassador of Flor De Cana Rum. Thank you so much. So, I've gone and made up one cocktail, and in true cooking show style, I've already got it done. Look at that. Boom, instant cocktail.
Yeah, man. My boy Tony just jumped in. That's pretty awesome.
Awesome. Hey, Tony, thanks for joining us. So, Chris, this is one for you. This is my riff on a jungle bird. Okay.
Let's hear it, man.
So I'm going to start with my juice. So it's 1.5 ounces of Tia, cold brew coffee liqueur, 1 ounce of Flor De Cana 12, 3/4 lime, 3/4 Campari, and then I use a pineapple mango blend. So you still get all of that delicious rum flavor. You get a little bit of that chocolatey coffee note from the Tia, and then that super tropical. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tia Maria and rum and tiki go way back, man.
Right.
You know, like you're talking about like the '60s, like Valley Highs. You know.
Absolutely, and I mean, hey.
There we go. Yeah.
I mean, this is made with Jamaican rum, so rum and rum, you can't go wrong, right? Rum and coffee, you can't go wrong.
Exactly, but
yeah.
That's what I'm drinking right now. Too early over here. I'm drinking iced coffee out of my Royal Caribbean glass.
Nice.
Look at that, man. It's tiki as hell.
What better way to go? I'm going to do one more thing while I've got you here. So I was cleaning out one of my cupboards today, and I found this and this is a sterling silver shaker. So,
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've cleaned it so well. There we go. So I got some ice, and I'm just going to teach everybody. So when you think about rum and rum cocktails and whatnot, the first rum cocktail that comes to your mind is what?
Me?
Yeah.
It's daiquiri.
Exactly.
Or a zombie. Like. Yeah, there we go. I made a few zombies in my life, definitely.
Oh, I'm sure you've made more than a few zombies in your life. But yeah, I'm just going with a riff on a daiquiri. So I've got Flor De Cana 12. Instead of sugar, some Di Serono, right? I love using Di Serono and Flor De Cana together. It's such a beautiful, beautiful pairing. Boom.
Tony, who jumped in there.
Yes.
He was there this one time when I chugged the whole bottle of this and it did not end well, did it?
You're the second person today to mention that at one point they chugged a large quantity of Di Serono when they were younger.
It's just so delicious. It goes down.
Right? It is, and it does, and it's dangerous. I can actually say I've never actually chugged a large quantity of Di Serono. Yet. Although, when it comes to this bad boy, it's very possible. All right. Here we go. There we go. So I picked this bad boy up at an antique show a few years ago, and I've never used it, so I polished it up today just for you. And there we go. I call this the Decent DAC. Flor De Cana 12 here. So for those out there who want to take notes, 2 ounces of Flor De Cana 12, 1 ounce of Di Serono, 1 ounce of fresh lime juice. Cheers, Chris. This one's for you because you still have to work. Haha.
Cheers, buddy. Yeah, go on, man.
Oh yeah, it's there. I still get that good, clean, dry note from the Flor De Cana. Absolutely fantastic. That little bit of almond fruity sweetness from the Di Serono and the balance of citrus. Absolutely perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think those two definitely work well together there. Like with Flor De Cana being so dry at the beginning, sweet on the front, then that Di Serono kind of steps up at the end. That would really work well.
Absolutely, my good man. Anyway, I will let you get back to work because I know you're a busy guy. I just want to say, sorry.
Don't make me go back to work.
I won't tell Karen.
All right, man. Well, thanks for having me on.
Oh, my pleasure, Chris.
It was fast, seeing those cocktails. They were incredible. If anybody wants any more information on Flor De Cana, you can reach me at Mosey_rum. and we can talk about rum, we can talk about Flor De Cana, we can talk about fair trade, and we're carbon neutral certified this year as well.
There you go.
It gives us a great angle. We're probably the most sustainable spirit on the planet. So if anybody wants to talk sustainability and booze, here for you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Chris. Stay safe.
Have a good one, brother.
Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.
How do I switch this off? What's going on? Are you there?
Cheers. You're still here.
How do I switch?
You're still here, Grandpa.
Let's switch this off. There we go.
All right. Thanks, Chris, for joining. That was fantastic. If you guys have questions, reach out to Chris. Reach out to me. I'll put you in touch with him. I have a lot of cocktails I need to go deal with, and I'm not at all sorry. I'm just going to give one last shout out before I go to Bartender Atlas. Bartender Atlas is a bartender network run by bartenders for bartenders. BartenderAtlas.com. You can go, you can look it up. If you're traveling, when and if you're allowed to travel from wherever you are, you can look up bartenders in the area, find out where they're working, find out the good cocktail spots. Plus, they post all kinds of tutorial videos, cocktail recipes, all kinds of stuff. I got this shirt from them, and other than my Star Wars shirt, this is probably one of my favorite shirts, only because I don't have a Spider-Man shirt. Yes, I'm a giant nerd, and I don't care. But no, everybody, thanks so much for joining. Happy Fizz Friday to everybody. You know what? It's been a week for all of you, I know. Cheers. If you didn't catch the whole thing, I'm going to upload this to YouTube shortly, and you can always get the link from my bio at AaronM_BA. So good. Everybody, please stay safe. Wear your masks. Wash your hands. And if you go out to bars and restaurants, take a blanket, but tip well, okay? I love this industry. This industry is hurting. They need help. Help them out. Tip well. Be kind to your servers. That's about all I've got to say for today. It's a Friday. I'm going to stay up late. I think I might go make an espresso martini. All right? Cheers, everybody. Have a great one. I'm going to grab my daiquiri and my fizz with my other hand, and I'm going to go curl up and chillax. I'll see you on the other side. Next week, Jaeger. Let's talk about Jaeger next week. We're going to get our Ontario brand ambassador, our Ontario Jaegermeister, as you will. Her name's Meg, absolutely fantastic individual. We're going to get her on, and we're going to dispel some of the myths and talk about how good Jägermeister actually is, how we can use it in cocktails instead of just doing Jaeger bombs and Jaeger shots and whatnot. I mean, we'll probably do some Jaeger shots too. But Jaeger actually has something out. They've got a new innovation. It's a Jaeger cold brew. Not gonna lie, we tried it with the Di Serono Velvet, and it's a thing. It's really a thing. So make sure you tune in next week at 6. We're going to talk Jaeger, and then I've got some other fun stuff lined up after that. So please join me here, 6 o'clock every Friday. Grab yourself some Di Serono and a lemon and some sparkly water. We'll have a fizz together until we can actually get together in groups. And there we go. Chris, again, thank you so much for joining. Peace out, everybody. That's that.